Hey all, Amanda from Moses and Me Card Company. Today we are going to be showcasing the cards we created using the Simon Says Stamp card kit of the month for April called Wild and Free Flowers. But first, let's take a look at what we get inside the kit. Starting with the cardstock, we get some lavender. We get a sheet of Doll Pink and a sheet of Nina Solar White. We also get an envelope. This is the metallic Doll Pink envelope. We get some pattern paper. These are 6x8 pattern paper, and this is called Dreamer. It is from American Crafts, and it is a one-sided sheet. Thank goodness. These are really pretty. They've got some kind of unusual patterns in there. It's got really pretty flowers and some gold accents. It's really pretty colors though. So we are looking forward to trying that out. A little sheet of stamps. Those are cute. I'm sure like most of you, if you like making cards, you probably also like stamps. Then we also get the 6x8 stamp set. This is called Wild and Free Flowers. It's got a lot of pretty sentiments in it, as well as some nice floral patterns. We also get some of the fine detailed scissors from Simon Says Stamp. That'll be nice. That always is nice to have a couple of sets of scissors on hand. We get the embossing folder, and this is called Floating Flowers. So that's pretty. We get a jar of the ultra fine gold embossing powder. I don't know that I have that. Usually I'll use antique gold. We get some clear embossing ink from Simon Says Stamp, and we also get some adhesive, some scrapbook adhesives. These are their foam squares, which I really like. And then of course we get a bag to store all of our goodies in. So let's get crafting and let's see what we can create using this month's kit. Alright, so here are the 10 cards we were able to create using this month's card kit. Starting with the stamp set and some of the pattern paper, I used our gold embossing powder that we got in the kit and just stamped the flowers and the thinking of you on some slate gray cardstock that I had in my stash. This rectangle is cut out using the postage edge rectangles. You can see the inner rectangles have this little dotted detail around them, which I really like. I think they're pretty. And again, the papers are married together with some Love from Lizzie peel-offs. And I brought in some of the Spellbinders gems in gold, the gold mix. And there you have card number 1. So it's a nice and easy card kit or card to start us off. Card number 2, I brought in some more of the pattern paper. Really like the little stamp imagery. I guess as card makers we probably all enjoy unique stamps. So for this card I used again that postage edge die from Spellbinders to cut out the edge of the frame. So one of these to just kind of make the edge around here. And then of course I brought in another die set from my stash. This is also from Spellbinders, and this is called, got a little stack over here of all that I used. This is the Stitch Kaleidoscope Arch. And you'll see that it's got like a couple of kaleidoscope-like dies in it, so I could layer up several colors of cardstock. And in this case I used the purple that came with the kit, some more of the slate gray, and then this is some sage green that I have in my stash. And the Enjoy Your Day is also from the accompanying stamp set for that die. I wanted to use a sentiment that went across the entire banner. So you could use a sentiment from the kit. That would have also worked, but I just liked how the bolder sentiment looked with this particular die set. Again, we have some of the gold mix sequins from Spellbinders.
This is the label here is popped up on some fun foam, so it's got a little bit of dimension. And there you have card number 2. The little fan also has a little dimension because it's got a couple of layers of cardstock stacked up there. I really struggled with this kit a little bit, trying to find like things to put with the sentiments, since I didn't really want to color the flowers. So for card number 3, I brought in, these are the mirrored arch labels from Spellbinders. That is what that navy cardstock is cut out of. And this is kind of a nice little unique shape that I liked a lot. And I brought in, this is the layered cherry blossoms from Spellbinders. And just die cut the flowers out of white and then ink blended some worn lipstick on them. And just brought in some other, these are that sage color again, and then just a light brown, which I think I also blended some brown Distress Oxide ink that I have in my stash just to give it a little bit of dimension. And the leaves I blended with iced spruce, so they've got some dimension as well. And then of course my sentiment is popped up on some fun foam, so it's got dimension. And then some more gold gems from Spellbinders and some Love from Lizzie peel-offs. I think these are like in sparkling black, but it really looks like a dark navy, which I really like. Just marries those pattern papers in the background. So there you have card number 3. For card number 4, I went ahead and used those mirrored arch labels again, popped that up on some fun foam so it's got a little bit of dimension. And then this is of course some of the pattern paper that we got in the kit, as well as some sage green cardstock that I have in my stash and some slate gray cardstock. The sentiments are of course from the stamp set from the card kit, and that rectangle is the rectangle is using the postage edge rectangles from Spellbinders, with some more slate gray cardstock from my stash. These are of course the gold gems from Spellbinders, and I also brought in a butterfly that I have. I was just really looking for a small butterfly, and I found this set, which is Spread Your Wings from My Favorite Things. And I've got the die for those stamps as well. So I just stamped it on some vellum, and I gold heat embossed it with the embossing powder that we got in the kit. And then that of course is mounted on some of the pattern paper, but you can't really tell. It's not like, the vellum isn't that translucent. So it's nice. I liked how that one turned out. Okay, so we're still going along the butterfly theme here. I have this die set from Spellbinders called Summer Label Motifs. I don't know if this is a butterfly or a moth, but in any case, I took the flowers from this set as well as the little butterfly. And then of course I used the mirrored arch labels again from Spellbinders, and I also used the embossing folder that we got in this month's kit to create this card. And then again, that is some pattern paper that I stamped one of the sentiments from the stamp set on. And these are of course some Love from Lizzie peel-offs in some gold that I had. So there is card number 5. For card number 6, I brought in that, this is the frame die from the Summer Label Motif. I like the shape of that, and I liked how this sage looked with this cardstock. Now in the background, I think these are the same kinds of flowers. I couldn't tell if they were hydrangeas in the background, which they might be because they have pink colors, or if they were lilacs. So in any case, I brought in this lilac die that I have in my set. This is from the Greetery. It's called Botany Cuts Lilacs, and just used some of my Distress Oxide inks to ink blend on that bouquet. I think I used some seedless preserves and some lilac, shaded lilac, I'm sorry. And then just brought in some forest green cardstock that I had in my stash. And of course this is the thank you and the for everything are from the sentiments in the stamp set. and so is this purple cardstock in the background. That, of course, the label is popped up on some fun foam, so it's got a little bit of dimension. And then, of course, I've got a smattering of gems all around just to kind of finish that card off. So that is card number 6. For card number 7, you'll notice I've got that frame again. This time it's cut out in some vellum. This card was basically using up the scraps of paper and things that I had created for this card kit. I typically don't use them once I put everything away, so I still had this little moth here and this little sentiment and wanted to use it, so I brought in some more of the pattern paper, and then of course that is popped up on some fun foam, and there you have a very simple card number 7. For card number 8, I wanted to use the other flower that we got in the stamp set. This flower had an unfortunate demise. I accidentally sent it through my die cutting machine. It got stuck on one of my plates and I did not realize it. So it's still usable. It just is kind of shaggy looking when I stamp it. But in any case, it did okay. And I ended up using it anyway. Again, this is the postage edge dies from Spellbinders. I used one of the frame ones to create this outer frame, and then one of the rectangles to create the inner frame with the dot detail. I stamped the friend in, this is iced spruce oxide, distress oxide ink, and then I grabbed a hello from this little Tiny Words Stamp Timber stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. Just to kind of get that in there. And then of course I brought in a little mint heart from Doodlebug, and that of course is the little rectangle in the middle is popped up on some fun foam. There you have card number 8. For card number 9, I used that stitched kaleidoscope arch again and the companion stamp set to create this card. This time I brought in the flowers that go with the die set, and then of course this is from the stamp set that we got in the kit, and I also used the gold embossing powder, and then just kind of had some more little gold gems that I put on those little purple flowers. So there you have card number 9. Now for card number 10, this again is a card that I had some leftovers on my desk that I just kind of wanted to use up. This little vellum piece I had cut out and didn't want it to go to waste, so I heat embossed the thank you for everything from the stamp set on that, and I put some gems, and of course these are 2 pieces of the pattern paper from the kit, and there you have card number. Sorry, my battery died. So anyway, there are the 10 cards that we created using this month's kit. I hope that you guys enjoyed what I made. I hope this gives you some ideas on what to do with the kit if you are struggling with it as I was. In any case, I enjoyed all of the cards that I created, and I thank you all for stopping by and watching me talk about them. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your month, and I look forward to showcasing the next card kit very soon. Talk at y'all later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.